Oya, kumusta? Joe here, and let's talk about how you can start making a fictional world. Well, it's simple. Start with a story, get curious, then ask for more. So, let's unpack. Step 1. Story. Every fictional world needs to start with a story. It does not have to be intricate or long, and it can even be an image or memory. The beauty of world building is that it can grow from a simple idea, like a small seed becoming a tree. So your compass in finding the seed would be your interests. This seed can be a story that you thought about when you were a kid, or an interesting idea that you have picked up. As an example of the latter, let's go with the story Knock, known as the shortest horror story by Frederick Brown. And it goes, the last man on earth sat alone in his room. There was a knock on the door. An interesting short string of words. Now let's see how we can grow this seed. Step 2. Get curious. With our starting point, we can expand. And the next 2 steps are my bread and butter for expanding the idea. First is to get curious, mainly using the question why. Going back to the short story, we can ask, why is he the last man? Did he kill everyone? Or were they killed by something else? Why did he survive? Was he the chosen one? A very lucky or unlucky man? Or is this his curse? Is the one who knocked a human, a humanoid, or his hallucination? Why is he in a room? Did it protect him from whatever killed society? Or did he conduct a ritual there? Was humanity wiped a minute or a decade ago? Hopefully your mind shouted out possible answers to these questions. So let your favorite answers add to the narrative, then ask again. The goal is to get curious, to act like a child who would ask question after question, letting their curiosity and imagination flow. Slowly but surely, we will unravel the narrative and challenge yourself to make it up on the fly. Let your curiosity guide you to the topics you would want to expand on the world. Forget about the list of necessary information or loopholes that can occur. Damage control happens later. Just take your time, transcribe your ideas, and let your world grow. Step 3. Ask for more. Asking for more means that the information you built does not only answer your previous questions, but can also support new information. Your answers are more powerful than you think. They can be the cause of multiple causes as well as multiple effects. If asking the why question unpacks the current situation, then build on top of it with an if-then question. For example, if he is the last living creature, then how will he survive? Are there ancient ruins he can explore? If the one who knocked was a monster, then are these monsters intelligent enough to be a threat or rule the earth? If the extinction was caused by some event, like every other living thing in the earth deciding to kill humanity, then how did humanity retaliate? How did the man in the story retaliate? The idea behind this step is discovery creates consequences. Resolving a question opens up new possibilities on what caused said answer, and how that new information can affect the rules of the world, from the society to the magic system. It's kinda like a hydra. Answer a question and more will take its place. Sooner or later, you will just be flooded with opportunities to expand your world. Testing ideas this way allows you to grow outward from the original idea and transform it to its own world, an interwoven, solid world. By answering the if-then questions, you build more truths to the world and connect it in a way only you can come up with. These created truths will create a new set of why questions, and the cycle continues. World building to beginners often presents itself as a rigorous task, forcefully asking questions without context, almost like completing a world building checklist. Race, check. Settings, check. Culture, check. Magic system, check, etc. This method is not wrong, and if you play it right, it can lead to interesting worlds. But I find that starting with an idea that interests you and letting your curiosity guide its growth makes the world more personal and more in touch with your style. Overall, world building is mimicking what interests you, discovering your world and solving questions that all allow new information. In starting your world, don't be afraid to go crazy with your ideas. You will have plot holes, and that will be a big part of world building. Speaking from experience, you can learn to either clean them up or even use them to create one of the most unique ideas of your world. Check what stories interest you, or go to Pinterest and hunt for that interesting photo. Discover what kind of world you will build, that fictional world you can call your own. This is Joe Bayani. See you next Friday for another video. Hoping you get your world created. Love you all. Bye bye.